Perfect. For writing today, I'm going to write you a story about snow. I've been thinking a lot about snow lately because tomorrow we don't have school, or not tomorrow, on Friday we don't have school because we have a snow day in Macomb. So we never had enough snow that we had to take a day off, and so that just got me thinking about snow. I know a lot of information about snow, and you've been writing informational stories, so I think today I'm going to write you some facts about snow. And today, the other thing I'm going to do today is to teach you about writing a conclusion on the end of your story. If you look back up here at our informative writing posters, right here, remember we talked about what is informative writing? It has, that's a one. It has an introduction or a topic sentence. It has facts, and it has a concluding statement or a conclusion. The introduction and the conclusion are a little bit the same. They both talk about the topic that you're writing about. So the introduction tells the reader what you're going to write about. The conclusion tells the reader what they just read. So it kind of starts the story and it ends the story. So today I'm going to teach you how to do a conclusion on your story. Say the word conclusion. Conclusion. Conclusion just means ending, the end of your story. So your plan is going to start looking a little bit different starting today. It's still going to start with the code date. And it's still going to start with your topic at the very top. It's still going to have your 3 boxes with your fact 1, fact 2, fact 3. But now it's going to have something new at the very bottom, sitting right on this line. You're going to have a C. What do you think C stands for? Closing or conclusion is the word. Closing and conclusion mean the same thing. So conclusion is the fancy word I'm teaching you. It just means your ending to your story. So, a topic. Today I'm going to write about snow. So that's going to be my topic. Here's some facts I know about snow. I know snow is wet. It's also cold.
White.
And it's also flaky. Make sure that you let me do my thinking right now on my planning page. I also know that snow looks white. So that's going to be my second fact. And then the last fact I'm thinking I'm going to write about, because this is what it looks like at my house right now. When I walk outside, I live up on the South Hill, and so I still have quite a bit of snow in my yard. But my snow is very dirty right now.
Ew.
It's been on the ground for a long time. It doesn't really even look white anymore. It just kind of looks dirty and yucky. So I know that sometimes that happens to snow when it's been sitting there for a long time.
The pea color?
The conclusion. This is the part you're learning how to do today. The conclusion is the ending. This is where I can tell you where I learned my facts. So I learned these facts about snow. Maybe you learned your facts from your mom. Maybe she taught you your facts. Maybe you learned your facts from your teacher. Maybe you learned your facts from your big brother. But I learned these facts from reading a book about snow. So I'm going to say my conclusion is a book about snow. That's where I learned my facts.
That looks what $sign.
My plan is all done. I've done all my thinking. I'm ready to write. So I'll check in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now I'm ready to write my sentences. The first sentence I start with is my topic sentence. That's the beginning of my story. My topic sentence tells the reader what I'm going to be writing about. We've been writing topic sentences, and I've been showing you, you could say, I know a lot about snow, or I know a lot of facts about snow. Today I'm going to start something new. I showed you this a little bit yesterday. I'm going to start my topic sentence with a question. I'm going to write, do you want to know? Remember the word know has that silent K right there. Do you want to know about snow? Because this is a question, I'm going to end that sentence with a question mark.
Well, that looks
That's
like
still my topic sentence, but I wrote it a little bit different today. If you think you might want to try that today, you could try a topic sentence like that. If you want to stick with the other one that I taught you before, then you could do that. Do you want to know about snow? Now I need to write about my facts. My first facts is that it's wet, cold, and flaky. So I'm going to start with a capital. Snow is wet. I'm going to write a comma because I'm making a list of what it's like. Anytime you make things in a list, you can separate those by that comma. Snow is wet, cold, comma, and flaky. Now I'm going to write my fact number 2. It is white. Period. And now I'm going to write fact number 3. It can get dirty, right? It can get dirty when it's been there for a long time. So I'm going to start with
it can get
capital W. When it sits on the ground for a long time. It is dirty. That's what you've learned how to do so far. But today I taught you something new. Say what I taught you today. What did I teach you?
C.
The C, which means no, not a contraction. A conclusion. A conclusion. So I'm going to say I learned these facts in a book about
Snow.
Let's reread my story. I'm going to touch the words and you help me read it, and then I'm going to ask some people to come up and be detectives to find some parts of my story. So, do you want to know about snow? Snow is wet, cold, and flaky. It is white when it sits on the ground for a long time. It is dirty. I learned these facts in a book about snow. So it makes sense, right? It didn't sound like I was missing any words, so I don't need to add anything to my story. Now I would like you to come up and do some things for me. So, who thinks they can find fact number 2 and draw a box around it? Fact number 2, up in my plan, who can draw a box around fact number 2? How about Alina? Good. That's fact number 2. And fact number 2 was that it is white. Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Yep, it's proven true. It's not an opinion. I didn't say that it was cool or that it was really fun, because those would be opinions, right? So that is fact number 2. Who can draw a line under the new part of our plan called the conclusion? The conclusion or the ending. You need to come draw a line under it. Number 10.
Of course.
Good. That's the part you're going to add to your writing today. You're going to add the C for conclusion. And this is the part where you tell me where you learned your facts. Maybe you learned them from your mom. Maybe you learned them in a book. Maybe you learned them from a TV show that you watched. You'll tell me where you learned your facts in that part. And then finally, can somebody put a challenge star, one of our challenge star signs, right next to my topic sentence? 7. Good, that's my topic in my plan. And where's my topic sentence down here in my story? Yep, the very first one. Very good. The very first sentence. And my sentence today, my topic sentence is a little different. It says, do you want to know about snow? Let me give you a minute to think about what you're going to write about today. Everybody is starting a brand new story today. You could look at your noun list, or you could write about snow. Maybe you know some information about snow. Or maybe you know about something else. Do some very quiet thinking and put your thumb up when you know your idea. Almost everybody would think so. List, or you could write about snow, or you could write about something else. Let me pick a name stick for tell me what you're going to write about today. How about number 2, Dominic? Tell me what you're writing about today. A game called Minecraft. So what's your topic going to say? Good. Tell me a fact about Minecraft, Dominic. There's blocks in it? Tell me one more fact.
There's bees. What? There's dogs. I hate the dogs.
You can make a dog have a baby. And Dominic today is going to add a C to tell me where he learned about the game Minecraft. Where did you learn about the game Minecraft? Oh, your brother taught you. So you could say, I learned these facts from my brother as your conclusion. Your job today, first graders, if you're not conferencing with me, and if you're not working on your published story, everybody else's job is to do their plan, the whole plan, including the conclusion, and your topic sentence. That's it. Do you have to write all your facts today? No, you have to make self-check in 3, 2, 1, 0. You have to write your facts up here in your plan, but you don't have to write your sentences today. I would like you to get your plan done and your topic sentence, and that's it. Table number 3 can get started. Table 2 can get started.
Oh, yay. There's a lot.
Table 1 can get started.
I want
Table 5.
Got him, but then they wanted to destroy it.
That goes in the corner. What's the first thing you write?
What? There you go. There you go. Yep.
So you did your conclusion first, and don't forget about your 3 facts right there, right?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Until I got to 9. So,
And so we're starting a new story together, right? You were just in your spot. You have a pencil?
1. No, I started to roll yesterday and not sit
down in your chair. You're starting your Minecraft story, right? Because you already know what you're going to write about, so you can get started right away. That word would be on our calendar. You could go find it over there. Story you're going to publish? Okay, that's neat. Okay, can you tell me about your plan?
This is my fish. The new fish I got from the birthday. It's yellow. It has a dot on it. But it's small. I'm going to
Show me the word lot.
a rock. So rock.
What did you notice? Where could you put that? Can you fix that now?
About my fish. He is yellow. He has a dot on his face. He is lost.
Good. So today we learned how to write a conclusion. Do you think before we publish this story you could work on writing a conclusion to this? So where would the C go in your plan? At the very bottom of all your facts, right?
Yeah.
So you would write your C right here. And where did you learn these facts about the fish?
Yeah. You know how we say that? Just by looking at it.
Okay, so you could write looking at it as your plan. So if we add a sentence, your very last sentence, your conclusion, where will it go in your story? The very end. And what could you say?
I looked at it.
You learn these facts? Okay. Remember when we hear that sound, it's usually an ED that makes that sound at the end of our word. What goes at the end of the sentence? Okay. So your goal right now over on our goal wall says that you're going to work on rereading your story to make sure it makes sense. Did we do that today?
Yeah.
And what did we figure out right at the beginning when we reread your story?
I forgot the word.
So remember, before you finish every day, you should touch it and reread it to see if there's any words that you leave out, because sometimes that happens when you're writing really fast, right? So here's what we worked on today. we worked on rereading to check if it makes sense. And we added a conclusion. So those are two things you can do every day when you do your writing from now on. Reread it and add a conclusion. So I'm going to publish this for you at lunchtime today. I'll type it up, and tomorrow you can do your picture and share it with class. For today, you can do an extra time activity, or if you want to write a new story, you could start another new story, okay?
I want my story to be called My Fish.
Okay, that's going to be your title. Let's add that here so that when I type it up, I remember my fish. Okay, leave that sticky note there for me so that I can find it later, okay? Which story are you going to publish? About school. Good. Tell me about your plan.
About school, and my plan is that we do choices, and we have a teacher named Ms. Bonanzu, and we have 25 students in our class.
Okay, so your goal right now is to always reread your stories to check if they make sense, right? So, can you read that story to me, touching all the words, and we'll see if it makes sense?
I know a lot about school. We do choices. We have a lot. We have a teacher named Mrs. Bonanzu, and we have 25 students in our class.
Did it sound good to you? It sounded good to me too. Today we learned how to do a conclusion. Can we put a conclusion on here before I publish it for you? Where did you learn these facts about school?
Here, because I counted how many stories I know about you.
Okay, so you learned these facts because you're here every day?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could say, your conclusion you just could say, because I'm here. You can redo an extra time activity, please. Just leave it on your desk. Okay, and so now you have to turn this into a sentence at the end. What do you think you can say at the end?
Because I'm here every day, almost every day.
Okay, so what did you do because you're here? You learned?
I learned about school.
Because I'm here every day?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll say, I learned about school because I'm here every day. First graders, if you look at the timer, you've got about 8 more minutes to get your job done for today. I'm going to come back and check it on that sentence in just a minute. I'm going to go check in with another student really quick, okay? Be right back. Let's see how you're doing with your plan. So, where's your topic? What's your topic today? So this is your T right here that says topic. Topic is Valentine's Day. Your facts, what's fact number 1? Okay. And fact number 2? There's hearts on Valentine's Day. And what's fact number 3? Lots of people have one everywhere. So what did the topic sentence then say? Remember, it can't be an opinion. So you wrote, I like Valentine's Day. But does everybody like Valentine's Day in the whole world? Maybe not. No, we don't know that for sure. That's called an opinion. So what do you want to write here to make this a topic sentence that's a fact? So we could say, I know about Valentine's Day. Could we change that? So you don't have to erase your whole thing. We don't have to erase the I. I know about. And then don't forget Today we're working on this conclusion. Where did you learn these facts about Valentine's Day? Okay. Maybe did your mom teach you, or did your brother teach you? Did you learn them in school when you were in kindergarten?
I just learned it by myself.
You learned it by yourself, just from watching? Okay, so on the conclusion you would say, by myself. Okay? I'm going to check in a minute about your topic sentence when I'm done with Annabelle, okay? Make sure you leave it open for me on the desk. So, yeah, let's see how it went. All right. I learned about school because I'm here every day. So this word I'm is a contraction. Remember we learned about those the other day? Can you picture what that looks like in your mind? It was from our poem, I'm Going to the Fair. Can you fix that then? What should it look like? The word I'm.
Contractions start with the capitals.
Not all of them, but the word I'm does because it has the I at the beginning. There we go, and then what does it need to have right up here? Okay, so here's what we worked on today in your writing. We worked on adding a conclusion and rereading to check if it makes sense, right? So from now on, when you do your writing, you can add a conclusion every day. And before you're finished, remember you always need to go back and reread. Good writers always go back and reread to make sure they didn't leave out any words or anything like that. Okay. Do you want your story to be called School? First graders, please clean your things up. Leave your books open on your desk because I haven't checked anybody's today. That wasn't our timer? That wasn't our timer. Never mind, that must have been Mrs. Jid's timer. Go ahead and keep working. We have 4 more minutes to go. I thought it was a little bit fast. William, did you hear me say that wasn't our timer? Look, that was Mrs. Smith's timer. It wasn't our timer. It was crazy. Today we're working on a conclusion. Where's your C? Where did you learn this information about Minecraft? Okay, then you can add that to your plan. Voice, you're not doing your job. Is this it? What's your conclusion? Where did you learn your information about frogs? Well, think back. You weren't born knowing all this stuff about frogs, right? Your baby brother doesn't know anything about frogs yet, does he? So somewhere you must have learned some information. Did somebody teach it to you, or did you read a book, or watch a video about it?
I learned it from me.
How did you learn it from you, though? You weren't born with that information.
Because one time I heard a book about it, I think.
Okay, so what would you write right here for your conclusion? You learned it in a song or a book? A song. Okay, so you would write song. Maybe in kindergarten or in preschool? Or in daycare or something?
And my baby brother is Valentine's Day if my mom can make it.
So one more thing, you tried out a new topic sentence today. Do you want to know about frogs? That's a question. What goes at the end of the question? So that looks good. Tomorrow we'll be adding more facts about frogs to the rest of your story, okay? You can do an action on the next. This is a question. Do you want to know about snakes? What goes at the end of the question? So tomorrow you're going to write these facts down for the rest of your story and your conclusion. What's your goal again? Take a look at this. Do you have punctuation in all the right spots? Can you reread that and see if you're missing any punctuation marks? Okay, so tomorrow you're going to write down your facts and your conclusion, right? And you got a good start on your reading. So tomorrow you're going to finish with your conclusion, and looks like you've got all your facts already written, so you just need to add your sentence about your conclusion. Tomorrow I'll teach the class how to do that, okay?
Yeah, but it looks very bad. Try and draw lobsters.
Wow. Lobsters are tricky to draw, aren't they? I like it. You've got the little legs and the big claws in the front. All right, let's see. So you got your whole entire story today except your conclusion at the very end, right? So tomorrow maybe you can work on adding that conclusion at the very end, and I'm going to teach the class how to do that part tomorrow some more, okay? Okay, you didn't have to do that for today. You got your plan all done. That was our timer. If I haven't closed your book yet, then make sure you close it up, please, or you make sure you leave it open on your desk. Put every folder away, and then I'm going to have my publisher share for us today. He will publish. I need Annabelle, I need your journal so I can take it.
And I need a towel. I did something with my book, so I used to something in my book so I could wait.
Carpet in 10.
Carpet in 10.
10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Make sure you're next to your partner if they're here. 3. 2. 1. 0. And check to see if you're self-checked. Eyes, ears, mouth, and body. Crisscross applesauce, bubble space. Avery, can you just go back a little next to your partner? Right. All right, we have 3 people sharing today. When they share their stories, I want you to decide if you think it's an informational story, a story that teaches you facts, or if you think it is a narrative story. Hey, do you want to read it or do you want me to? Peyton, I'm going to stop you for a minute. Nobody can hear your voice right now. You're going to have to shout it out loud for us, please. Okay. It's called My Friend. I know a lot about Olivia. She's a girl. She has blonde hair. Her favorite color is blue. Her second favorite color is blue. Raise your hand if you think this is informational. Does it teach facts? Informational story. Raise your hand if you think it's narrative. It's not telling us about an event, or it's not a made-up story. It's telling us facts about Olivia. It's Kane's turn.
Are we going to do any compliments? I know a lot about what we're doing.
Hey, Kane, you're going to read your voice, okay? Otherwise we can't understand you. Can you do a title first?
Marble toys. I know a lot about marble toys. They have a cube and a scissors slide. They have a zigzag and scissors. They have a funnel.
Raise your hand if you think this is narrative. Is it a made-up story? Raise your hand if you think it's informational. Good, it's telling us facts about marble toys. So this is called an informational story. Thanks, Kate. And Kyler. Here, I'll see it. I'll put it in our book.
Sky.
I never heard this. Yeah, you're trying to get
Self-check in 3, 2, 1, 0. Kyler, are you reading today? Okay.
I know a lot about Sky High. It has a lot of games. There are trampolines. They are fun. You have to jump in the foam. Oh yeah, that is so good. I tried it before.
Raise your hand if you think this is a narrative. Raise your hand if you think it's informational.
Julie, raise your hand for on this.
He's teaching us facts about what?
Sky High.
Sky High.
Because Sky High is real. It's fun.
All right, Kyler and Kane and Peyton's stories will go into our publishing notebook, and you can read this during read to self time or read to partner time.
Sky High.
It's time for our third choice of reading now.